So what's happening, guys? Back with another supplement review. This is David with Mission Muscle. Just finished 2 hours of training, and we're going to review a pre-workout. This is Jym Stoppani's Jym X Pre. This is a advanced pre-workout complex that he has out. And I want to talk in a little fast here because this freaking ingredient profile is huge. It's a 38-gram scoop. So I want to get right into the ingredients and then knock that out and then get into the effects on this. But first I want to talk about the scooper on this. To get the 38 grams on this thing, you can't just shake it to get the flat level. You really have to take a butter knife on the scooper or your finger across the top to get that 38 grams. That's for those that are sensitive to stems and don't want 40, 41, or 42 grams, and they want to stick with that 38 grams at that 300 milligram dose of caffeine. Flavor on this thing, we get that out of the way. Shockwave, and ooh, yeah, it shocks your taste buds. Not in a good way. The flavor gods did not come down and zap this with any goodness. Not going to make you throw up, but you will not say, this is an awesome flavor. In my opinion, if you're looking at Jym X and you want to try it out and you're looking at flavors, stay away from Shockwave. I'm sure he's got a few other better flavors there. This really wasn't that good, even for me. So jump right into the ingredient profile. Right on the top, we have Creatine HCl at 4 whopping grams. Creatine, he's trying to make this an all-in-one pre-workout. So he's trying to put the creatine and the BCAAs in this thing to just so you don't have to take it after or take another product. Some people like that. So creatine HCl, 4 grams. This is not going to help with your workout unless you're saturated, but it may help with some cell volumization depending on how the other ingredients come together. Then we have Beta Alanine, 4 grams. This is another saturation ingredient, but this one you feel, the pins, needles, and itching and scratching. Plus you may get a little bit of exercise endurance and power output, less fatigue during your training, but you do have to be saturated with both these ingredients to get the full effects that they've done in studies. Then we have betaine at 3 whopping grams, and this includes the betaine and the betaine nitrate combination. This is for cell hydration, power output in the gym. Then we have the BCAAs, L-leucine, isoleucine, and valine, 2-to-1 ratio. It's 3 grams, 1.5 and 1.5 grams. And what you're going to get with BCAAs before a workout is you may get some appetite suppressing effects because it helps blunt the neural transmissions in the brain to signal hunger. And you may get some energy because your body might use some of these amino acids as energy. As far as building muscle and muscle protein synthesis, you're not going to get much from that unless you've eaten before and you have the other amino acids circulating into your blood. May help with some recovery or kind of feel good in the recovery aspect of it because, like I said, the body will take these amino acids and use it for all kinds of different functions as far as repair and all this and that. Then we have taurine at 1 whopping gram. This is for cell hydration, some blood flow, a little bit of energy effects. Then we have citrulline malate at 8 grams. It doesn't say it's a 2-to-1 ratio, but I'm assuming it is. It's Jym Stoppani. I'm sure he put it in at the right 2-to-1 ratio. It's going to be 6 grams of L-citrulline, which is going to help you with some vasodilation and some pumps. And then the malic acid is going to be the rest of it, which is going to help with the production of ATP for more energy during your workout. Then we have citrulline nitrate, 2 whopping grams. This is a bonded combination of L-citrulline and nitrates. And then we have betaine nitrate at 1 gram. And this is the bonded form of betaine and nitrates. Those two, just so you guys know, it's going to equal about, I'd say, around 800 milligrams of nitrates, which is a very, very good dose. So when you're looking at nitrates in the bonded forms like this, you want to know exactly how many nitrates are in these ingredients. Like betaine nitrate has about 360 milligrams per 1 gram. So 800 milligrams is going to be real good. It's going to drop you right in between that, I'd say, 400 to 800 milligram dosage, which is recommended for good vasodilation and pumps and pre-workouts. Then we have pine bark extract, which is only 65%. So at 65%, all the studies have been done on 95% as far as health benefits. 65% is going to give you a little bit of vasodilation probably, but it's not going to reap any of the health benefits that you get from a 95% pine bark extract, which is what you want to look for in pre-workouts. Then we have L-tyrosine at 1.5 grams. It's going to help balance out neuroadrenaline for the energy and mental energy, and also dopamine levels in the brain as you're going through stress during your training. Then we have caffeine at 300 milligrams. And then we have alpha GPC at 300 milligrams. This is for cognitive function and focus. 300 milligrams is not bad, but it's not going to give you that GH, growth hormone effect. It's not going to give you that extra power output in the gym. You want to get up to that 600 milligram mark. Then we have dynamine, 100 milligrams. Dynamine is a great ingredient. It's a dopamine upregulator. So it's for well-being in most pre-workouts. It's going to lift you by elevating and keeping dopamine levels up in the body, at least it's supposed to, especially when it's coupled with caffeine. And it does have a mild stimulant effect and focus type concentration effect. Then we have theanine, the love it or hate it ingredient, 100 milligrams. This is the chill ingredient. So this is going to take all these stimulants and it's going to chill them, dial them down, back them off a little bit so you don't get kind of rambunctious and super energetic from the stimulant kick on the central nervous system. So some people like it, some people don't. To me, when you have L-theanine in a pre-workout like this, unless it's really stimmed, not just with caffeine and dynamine and theacrine that's in here too, but when it's really, really stimmed, then you could actually knock out like a quick, fast workout set after set and rep after rep. But this one here will dial you back to where you just want to do a sets and reps type workout. Nothing really, really super energetic. Then we have theacrine at 25 milligrams. This is a central nervous system stimulant, but it can actually go either way. This is a stimulant that your body is not supposed to adapt to, like caffeine. And it couples very well and combines very well when you combine it with dynamine and caffeine. And it's supposed to be also a mood enhancer focus ingredient by elevating dopamine levels as well. Then we have heparin A, 50 micrograms. This is for cognitive function by helping choline be processed in the brain a lot better for focus and memory. Then we have black pepper extract at 5 milligrams. This is for the bring it all together ingredient, for all these ingredients to come together. So Jym X, Jym Pre, Advanced Pre-Workout Complex. How did it do? So you're going to first take the scoop on this. Whether you've eaten something or not, you're going to have the Beta Alanine come in, I'd say 5 to 10 minutes. And it comes in, it seems to hit either way, kind of like a medium to between a medium and a medium high for about 15 minutes. So when it finally comes in between that 5 and 10 minute mark, it hits at that medium to medium high level, and it really tapers down after about 15 minutes and dials down, but it kind of hangs with you faintly for a good hour. So you kind of feel, like I felt it in the arms. You may or may not feel it. It's not like it's a bad source of beta alanine, but there's a lot of ingredients in this. So it hits pretty good. 15 minutes, it stays there. Dials down to the ending of about an hour, and like I said, in the background you just kind of faintly feel it all the time. Energy on this one, you get an alert feeling on this. At least I did about 20 minutes in, so I felt alert. So on the days that I really didn't sleep well and I was like, trying to get moving, 20 minutes in I felt like an alertness. So not like I got like a big stim jolt, but a kind of awakenness a bit, but it's mild. So it starts in about 20 minutes, and that awakenness turns into the energy, and the energy peaks probably around 55 minutes in, as the cognitive function and focus actually develop in with it. Everything peaks about 55 minutes. And nothing drastic in between that time. So you can either get in the gym around 30 minutes with this thing and do your warm-ups and enjoy the increased energy building, and then, hit your workout at that like 50-minute mark. Or you could sit around the house like I did one time and not leave for an hour, go down and still, be fine and functionable and not forgetting things. So no nootropic bubble, but this does elevate you. So the cognitive function and the focus on this thing are upper level. They're very decent, but they're steps back, maybe 2-3 steps back from that, like forgetting that things are around you, being in some kind of a, time capsule or anything like that. It's just scaled up cognitive function and focus that dial you into your training. Very, very good. But like I said, it's not like super, super, super high. So if you're looking for a focus and concentration formula, this is not extreme. It's just balanced out with the energy very, very well. And what happens is the energy will last you about an hour and a half, and you do feel like there's a little more caffeine, and the focus will stick with you for, I'd say, dialing down a good 4 hours after you take it. So it kind of hangs around in a very tolerable, functionable manner, just kind of notched up. After about 2 hours, it starts to taper. But like I said, it's a very smooth way of coming off of it. I really do like that. Pumps on this thing, because I'm saving that for last, because the pumps on this thing I need to talk about. So this is going to give you some nice tight pumps, and if you're thin enough, some vascular pumps. Going to give you a little bit of muscle endurance and a little bit of extra power output in the gym. But cell swelling on this thing, don't expect it to be super cell swelling, but very, very, you come away, like I did chest today, you come away just like feeling like you could flex and just be like, yeah, you know, I feel the muscles. I mean, they're tighter than all the other muscles you didn't work, and you can just feel that contractional force that you put on them during the workout still there. But like I said, pick a different flavor though. This is Dave. I'm signing off. Hopefully the review wasn't too long. I got to check the time in on this thing. I'm going to get off to work, get on with my day. And if you guys have any questions and comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up before you leave. It does help the channel. It makes me feel good, like I've said in other videos. Other than that, we'll see you next time on the channel.